A little zone look. This is dangerous. Inside. Vidal doesn't give up on a play, this kid.
Big explosion at the start by Baylor. Now down to 13.
This is where they've had their problems. Timmy with a nice show.
Isolation here on Timmy.
They know.
Butler wanting it, driving it. Vidal. Wow. Triple digits. The last time it was under 10. Baylor led 13-4. 5 minutes into the game. Sucks. Hits the floor, recovers.
And they don't get back to cover Vidal.
Unbelievable. Right now for Houston, the leading scorer. Houston gave up only 17 in the first half to Oregon State, and already not even halfway through this first half, Baylor's matched that total.
Now, this is a pretty play. Really a pretty play. I use that little goes big, so Williams has got to keep busy. Nice play.
Again, that's 2 for him. Flagler. Mitchell back on the floor with 2 fouls.
Yeah, got to be careful. Don't drive it or jump stop. Nice pass.
No look to Vidal. To the far side. Teague up high off the glass. Vidal.
I don't know. Got a break there if you're the Bears. Yeah. 13 on the shot clock. Teague. Great isolation player. A little curly deal action. Shot clock at 6 now for Mitchell. And looking inside, traffic in there, strong finish.
I'll give you a little bit more space if you're Baylor to get some clean looks from behind the three-point line.
Quick change for Jay Wright. Chris Arcidiacono is out. Brandon Slater is in, and he's guarding Butler right now. Mitchell is a great driver. Can't get a step to him. Excellent defense, Caleb Daniels. Up top here is Vidal. Oh, the catch and the finish. Some problems now as Mitchell will sit. Butler back in. Three-point shooting. Got foul trouble with your big man. Wagner will run with Butler in the back row with Teague. Vidal and Thamba in the front court. Thamba with those 3 fouls. Then goes Vidal. And Vidal finishes in.
Shot clock at 10. They'll work it down. Meticulous on offense. Ball deflected inside. Grabbed by Vidal. Here comes Butler. He's from Reserve, Louisiana. And the other way they come with Teague as he tries to work his way. He'll plunge inside and stop. Teague on Mitchell. All the guards do a great job, Kevin. I think they can create their own shot, get inside. Mitchell inside could feed Vidal. Whoever team. Ford trying to sneak it in. Heavily covered there. Potter on the deck. Pickpocket right here. Hold on. They make threes, and that's really made it difficult for them to chop too far into this lead. Wisconsin's the 9 seed, 10-10 regular season record in the Big Ten, and Baylor, the number 1 seed, 13-1 in the Big 12, 23-2. Here they go. It almost looked like Vidal.
We got Ice Likely playing center right now.
And we got Vidal muscling his way right to the...
They're not going to guard the 2 bigs out top, so they have to become screeners.
Amochachua. No. Yep. Vidal. Yes.
Smart, and he said he found out about an hour before it went public that Kansas would not be able to play in the game tonight. He did bring his team to the gym here, and they went through a pretty spirited practice, you know, because they had an off day, so they were able to practice a little harder. They will, of course, be in that championship game, and he's looking forward to that. He kind of shook his head like it's a crazy year, but they were...
Butler for 3. That won't go. The follow by Teague. Not there. Vidal puts it up and in. Against Oklahoma State, has a face contusion, and so as a result, wearing the protective mask for senior day today. And he's got it right along the baseline with the shot clock down to 6. Muscles one up, and senior day. Why?
No doubt about it.
Vidal Clears some space and not 3 points. Meyer for three. That's a brick. Vital gets the offensive rebound. And a chance for it. And McCullough on the reverse lays it in. But just too much from three-point land for Baylor today, for any team to handle. Vital, he's got a double.
And the fact that it is in the middle of the floor, for some of the reasons we talked about before, I think has been really effective for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, you said it earlier. A number of these baskets have come in the middle of the floor. That was M.A. Moncrief, the freshman, for a very young Oklahoma State team. Easy to the basket for there first. Well, yeah, I agree with you. You have to start there. I just think sometimes when people don't go deep on their ballot, it's because they just look for the best player on the best team. So it's usually the right answer. Is that is a wild pass that's going to get a poster for Vital.
We know how good this Baylor backcourt is, but West Virginia, one of their strengths lately has been the play of the three guards. And how about last year? And Bob Huggins, on the very first day of West Virginia classes, the kid visited, and Bob said, why don't you just spend your redshirt year here instead of going to high school? Practice against our guys every day. He has really made a great performance as a freshman.
Meyer creates space. In and out. Offensive rebound, Vital.
To win in. The problem is when you play there, they make you play Kansas.
Yeah. Seems like an unfair advantage, right?
Yeah.
But you and I have been fortunate enough to do so many games there. When they've got 16,300 in there, pre-COVID and hopefully post-COVID again at some point, Marcus Garrett is without question on the short list of players, I believe, of Bill Self's favorite players that he has coached at Kansas over the years. I mean, just a great teammate, a winner on ESPN.
You could legitimately in the West Coast Conference make the starting lineup for the Zags.
From three. Vital finally on the scoreboard. Now Vital pokes it away. In transition, he lays it home.
Get a little rhythm. But once they got their rhythm, they were on their way. Oh, I'm not talking Bucks now. Let's get back to Baylor here. Good, John. Stop me from talking about the Bucks.
Stop talking about the Bucks. Stop it. Here's Teague now. Vital gets inside and scooping.
Winning the Stanley Cup. The Rays winning the AL. Beating the Yankees in their division by 5 games with a $200 million payroll, and now we got the Bucks playing, and there's a jam and a finish. Shaka started recruiting him when he was in the 8th grade.
Vital rebound.
Hope that the losing doesn't affect you so much that guys start transferring, going elsewhere. You hope that you can hang on to this group, because I think by the end, Rich, as we know, that group that you're mentioning, you look at here back in 2015-16.
Times, Chris, I think the motto of succeeding this year in college basketball has become get old and stay old. Well, nobody has done that better than Scott Drew. The average age of the starting five for his Baylor Bears, 22 and a half years old.
Would you believe in process? And then ultimately you get the outcome you want. You can't skip steps in this thing. And this team, this Baylor team, has character because they invest in process.
State hosting Arkansas, battle of two blue chip recruits coming into the college game, and Moses Moody and Cade Cunningham. Here in Waco, it's 64-32. Number 2 Baylor rolling against the Kansas State Wildcats. And you might be asking yourself, does Scott Drew still have his 5 starters on the floor? Why do you think that is, Chris?
I think he's getting them a run, regardless of the score. In this time of COVID, Rich, your season could be put on pause tomorrow. And so you got to take advantage of every
contributors. Because Cunningham was sort of the added start at all.
Yeah, they're without Rondell Walker also. He's out with an arm injury. He averages 9 points per game.
A little bit of a matchup here. A little confusion leads to 1 wins already. Because they're killing sanctions, hoping to get into the NCAA tournament.
Right now they're in. And as Mike Boynton says, listen, the NCAA has a lot more bigger things to deal with at this moment. It's going to be a slow process. Butler. Bounce pass down low to Vital, who gets to do even more coaching to get them back. But he did say it is a whole lot easier to coach a team like this with all the experience that they have.
Nice to have talent. Guys that buy in. They got that flash in the middle.
He said, I do give them freedom. I do give them responsibility. And that freedom leads to the bucket. Well, Baylor with the basketball to start the second half. Down by 4. Davion Mitchell. Bounce pass inside of Vital, wide open.
A lot of people envision him tough 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they wondered if he would keep his commitment as Vital.
We should ask for a new contract. Oh, such a gentleman, a heck of a coach.
255 games that his team has been ranked since he took over.
Oh, pretty play.
Easy. Vital. Baylor leads it by 1. Mitchell
back to the zone.
Off the screen by Vital. Butler's able to slice through. Gets it back to Vital. Off the glass. It's good.
Spring dive. Look at this cut. Oh, is that pretty?
He thinks for his teammates. He's productive on his own. He's like 8 or 9 points, 7 rebounds a game off the bench. But his activity level is so impressive.
Adam Flagler into the game for Baylor as well. The transfer from Presbyterian up top. And Vital slams it home.
The key phrase you just used was ahead of the pack. Playing ahead of this Baylor defense. And Baylor has been loose with the ball. They've been turning it over, taking some questionable shots.
Over the top to Vital. What a feed from Butler.
The defense is so physical. Wow, he shut that one down. Wow, he shut that down from Austin.
That was certainly from NBA range for Jared Butler. Back the other way. Nice drop. Baylor out of fouls to give. Texas Tech has one more, and there's
high school coach and Scott Drew. That marriage has been made in heaven. Has been Bain as well.
And back come the Bears in transition. They got numbers.
Good work.
Vital.
Nice play defensively by Javen Johnson. It's going to be huge today for Iowa State to get off to a good start. And defensively now, a couple breakdowns for the defense there. Jalen Coleman-Lands is waiting for that post move. Good job, good hands on the weak side.
Ball on the floor, and Baylor comes away with it. Now the Bears have numbers. Butler lobs it up. Mark Vital.
Happens with the way they're heating the ball up. It was the guards, the bigs, everybody really pressuring him. David Johnson just playing a little too fast.
Johnson with 3, Bolton and Coleman-Lands with 2 apiece. And they've got to go probably the next 7 minutes of this half without picking another one up, or they're in some deep trouble. Vital takes it in strong over Bolton.
Check and identify that man who had the last bucket for the Braves. Steal by Meyer. Ahead to Butler. The alley-oop and the flush by Mark at Baylor and in the Big 12. We're back to play. Ball is knocked away, and that's a steal. And the pass ahead, and Mark Vital will dunk it. Vital start. Baylor Bears with a 7-point lead. That was a drive by DeAndre Jones. He got to the rim, but then just missed the layup. Mark Vital comes back. 6-2 lead early for Baylor. Another near steal there. Shot up no good by Bell. Rebound Baylor. Davion Mitchell. Up the floor, and there it is. Vital. Joshua Johnson forced into that travel there. So there's that defense King was talking about. Oh, nice bounce pass down low. Mark Vital.
You can't hide anybody because they can hurt you at all 5 spots. Mostly predicated on the tremendous decision making out front from those elite guards.
There's a drive by Vital. And they've come away with points on all but 8 of those today. Girl off from the corner. Teague able to keep the dribble, even though Bradford almost came away with a steal. Vital from the left elbow knocks it down.
Lewis right there with that right shoulder, isolated. I've been watching in the last few possessions defensively. It's been pretty sound for the most part down here.
Drive and a lay-in.
Orwell, and he's ready to shoot at any time.
In the paint, shot contested by Thamba. It's no good by Gavin Kinsmill. Kinsmill, the senior.
What a play. Bears just really haven't found a groove offensively.
Lob gets away, picked up by Mark Vidal, and he puts it.
Before getting to that charge attempt by Williams, that was just a beautiful play by Jared Butler.
Another Illinois turnover. And this time the lay-in will go. Jay Billis, Holly Rowe. I'm Dan Schulman. A 2-point lead for Illinois over Baylor in the early stages here in the second half.
Baylor just getting some motion and movement to get the defense to move, and a terrific pass on the dive.
And this Baylor team, an outstanding top 10 offensive rebounding team. Down the low post, Thamba. And now there's Mitchell, bounce pass underneath. Vidal with the finish for 2. And just 1 for 3 for Baylor. Up top, here's Butler. And you see Washington now trying to extend that zone on the perimeter. Vidal. He tried to force a pass inside. He got it back. He throws up a floater run. It's around. It rolls around for the NBA draft. And both he and Jared Butler decided to come back. Offensive rebound again inside. It's Vidal to the hole for 2. Roberts played at Brewster Academy in New Hampshire. Plays very hard, as we can tell from everything we've seen. Mitchell up top. Mitchell dribble penetration, leaves it off underneath. And Vidal with the finish. And he's 3 out of 4 from three-point range. And it's a 16-point lead off the steal. Here comes Teague, lobs it up, and the finish by Vidal. And 1. And Russell in the game now. He has 10 points. Here's Vidal. He got banged around. He goes up off glass for 2. You just can't stop that.